What is going on, everyone? Today we are going to be recreating Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish in My Singing Monsters. I'll be breaking down the monsters needed as well as the price for everything and a look into note placement. The song will be made at 210 BPM with a time signature of 8/4. Now for this, you'll need the following monsters: 2 Tweedle, 2 Mammott, a Toe Jammer, Quibble, T-Rox, Spunge, Clamble, Shellbeat, and Deedge. This will come to a total of 70,000 gold, so be sure to have enough to spend on this without neglecting your main islands. We'll start off with the percussion parts, more specifically the hats. What you want to do with Shellbeat is add the main hit on every second beat. You can pick any of the hat notes, but I went with high F to give the hat roll a bit more of a groove, as you'll see. You can make the hat roll however you like, but just know this will be playing through 99% of the song. Once you've finished your bar, simply copy and paste all the way up to bar 25, as bar 26 will be left blank for the bridge's climax. Then continue pasting from bar 27 to the end, and this is what it should sound like. Next is Clamble. Clamble is what will help give the hats a bit more of an oomph. So to do that, you will add a hit to the 1st, 4th, 6th, 9th, 12th, and 14th beat. And I place the hit on the G line. And once you've got that, do the same thing you did with Shellbeat and paste this up to bar 25, skipping 26 and continuing from bar 27 to 32. Moving on to the kick and snare. For T-Rox, I had the bass drum on the lower D, but you can place it anywhere the kick is. For the snare, I had on the B line. The first kicks you want on the 1st and 4th beat, followed by a snare hit on beat 5. Place a kick on beat 7, followed by another on beat 11, and then end with another snare on beat 13. And it should sound a little something like this. And for this one, you want to copy and paste this pattern from bar 1 to bar 18. But this is where the bridge begins, so the beat changes up just a little bit. Once you paste your bar 18, at the very last 2 beats, you want to add a double snare. This gives it a small snare roll. And from that, paste up to bar 25. Bar 26 is the climax, so you'll be adding kicks to beat 1, 4, 7, 12, a snare on 13, and 2 final kicks on beat 15 and 16. After that, continue pasting the pattern to the remaining bars. Deedge is literally the same as T-Rox, minus 1 change to a single beat, and the snare is on a different note. So to help make sure the kick and snare patterns match, make sure the T-Rox's part is visible. The kicks will stay on the lower D or whichever note you've picked, but this time the snare will land on the F note. Again, once you're done, paste the pattern up to bar 18. But instead of a double kick, it will be a snare kick roll. There's no real relevance to this, I just like the way it sounded in the end. Now paste again up to bar 25 and then repeat the process on bar 26 that you did with T-Rox. And now you're done with all of the percussions. Now onto the melody. This part is by far the easiest stage, as this will be played throughout the song and both monsters will be doing the exact same thing. So to keep this video under 20 minutes, I'll run through one monster and just copy the melody to the next. The melody consists of 6 notes that will repeat throughout the song, and they are D, A, D, D flat, A, D flat. That will fall on beat 1, 4, 7, 9, 12, and 15 in that order. Once you've gotten that down, it's just a matter of copy and paste all the way to the end. And to speed up the copy process, go ahead and save your part. I named my part Melody. Once you're done, load your part onto the Spunge, and that is Melody completed. Now, just like the melody, the bass will be the same for one of the Mammott and Toe Jammer. So to avoid confusion, we'll start off with the main bass line. The bass doesn't kick in until bar 3 and will only be 4 notes stretched over 8 bars, starting off with D. You want to stretch that all the way until the end of bar 4. Then B from bar 5 to the end of bar 6, E from 7 to the end of 8, and to end it off, an A from bar 9 to the end of bar 10. Repeat the chord progression up to the end, and once you've filled the bars, save your part and copy and paste it onto Toe Jammer. The second Mammott runs the exact same bass line, except it will act as the bass pluck rather than the bass line itself. This one will start on bar 11 and maintain the same D, B, F, A chord progression as its bassline counterparts, but instead of dragging, it will consist of 32 hits over 2 bars per note. So to save time, I filled one bar and then copied over to the next, and just repeated the process with the other notes. After you've completed the progression, repeat this one to the end as well, and that is your bass line done. Now for the main part. Tweedle will act as the melody and harmony of the vocals. I'll put the manuscript up on screen as well while I do this, just in case I mess up any of the notes. For the melody, you want to start at the end of bar 2. I started in reverse, but in order, starting from beat 9, it goes F sharp, E, D, A, F sharp, with that last F sharp being at the beginning and the only note for bar 3. So it should sound a little like this. Copy and paste bar 2 onto bar 4, 6, and 8. I only posted up to bar 6, but I remembered that I repeated it after recording. Add an F sharp to beat 1 on bar 5, and on bar 7, place an E note on beat 1, 7, 11, and 15. Now with that freshly pasted bar 8, you'll want to add a B on beat 3. Bar 9 will repeat bar 7, and bar 10 will repeat bar 8 with an added E note on beat 8 before F sharp. Copy bar 10 to bar 12 and remove the B note from beat 3. For bar 11 and 13, add an F sharp to beat 1. Once you have finished that, copy bar 12 over to bar 14. Bar 15 will be the same as bar 7 and bar 9. Then for bar 16, copy bar 14, but instead of adding a B to beat 3, you'll want to change it to an A. For the bridge lead up on bar 17, you want to add E, E, F sharp, G, F sharp to beats 1, 7, 11, and 15, with the second F sharp being on beat 1 of bar 18. For bar 19, add an F sharp to beats 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 15. Then copy it to bar 21 and 23. Bar 20 will have F sharp on beat 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and 15 with a G on beat 9. Copy this bar onto bar 22 and 24. On bar 25, add F sharp, E, G, F sharp to beat 3, 7, 9, 13, and 15. And on bar 26, F sharp, E, G, F sharp to beat 3, 7, 9, and 13. Bar 27 will be D, A, B, E on beat 3, 5, 9, and 13. On 28, D, F sharp, D, B will go on beat 1, 5, 9, and 13. 29 will be A, up to the high A, B, E. And finally on bar 30, D, F sharp, D, B, E on beat 1, 5, 9, 13, and 15. And this completes the main vocal melody. The harmony starts on bar 19 and really is only 2 notes that follow the main melody. So to make it easier, make the melody Tweedle's notes visible, and for the first 2 bars, add an A to match said melody. From bar 21 to 24, you go up 1 note from A to B and follow it along. If you want to speed it up, simply copy bar 21 to 23 and 22 to 24. And that is how you make Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish and My Singing Monsters. Now if you want to skip to the end result, I'll leave a timestamp on the screen as well as in the description. But I just want to give a massive shout out to Osvaldo Bermontes, I hope I said your name right, for requesting a tutorial for this video. I've never done something like this, so I hope I was able to explain good enough, as talking in full coherent sentences is not one of my strong suits. A link to the manuscript as well as the link to the original song will also be down there, and if you want to see more videos like this or have a song you'd like to see me make on My Singing Monsters, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And if you've made it this far, I just want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart, and hopefully I'll see you all again in the next one. Peace.